is society doing enough for the elderly, And my answer to that is, I think I have to ask if I am doing enough for society in terms of our interaction or our care for the elders. It's very easy for us to say, oh, we should respect our elders, we should be kind, we should be compassionate. And I don't think anyone looking at themselves would think, I don't think of myself as an unkind person. I think of myself as a kind person, a generous person, a person with compassion. But I find myself losing it, being impatient, being short, with any kind of disabilities, right? Whether it is a disability of someone who is aged and cannot remember names, someone who's full of anxiety, that they if you suggest a change in their routine, they are really flustered, and they will ask you 5 times within the next 5 minutes what they should be doing next. So I am noticing that in myself a lot, I suppose, because I am aging myself, people around me are aging. I notice younger, more able people response to my increasingly forgetting I'm increasingly forgetting words, everyday useful words, like single syllable words, not even like asking for you for a literary phrase. So I think that teaches me quite a lot going forward. The education that I have to give myself, or that I have to pay attention to, is how to really listen and to understand where the other person is at. A friend of mine who spent many years looking after her parents, who were both with Alzheimer's, said to me the most useful thing: you have to accept. Then I realized you have to accept that they are where they are. They don't know any better. I noticed that we get irritated, we lose it because we think the person, your mother or your grandmother, why is she doing this? She's capable of doing better. She can remember better. She can do better than just sitting in front of the TV all day long and complain that they have pains. The reality is that they can't find it. It's like what they say about dealing with a person with depression as well. It's no point us telling a depressed person, go out and take in the fresh air, because the depressed person is in a state of mind where she can't. Something that looks so simple and easy for us: get out, go out into the garden, breathe the air. What's so difficult about that? Beauty is all around you. But if you're in a state of depression, you can't take that little tiny step. So I think, how do we as individuals learn to deal with this? And a little drop of water makes the mighty ocean, right? So I think that's where it will spread out to a wider society around us.
I suppose in the context of Singapore, I think we are doing as much as we can. Uh, of course, it's very very difficult, right, in terms of how much the government or society can help the underprivileged. Um, there are a lot of charities in Singapore. I myself am a director of a charity called the Red Pencil, and what we do is we use art as a form of therapy, to help especially children who are suffering from poor family situations, like if their parents are in jail, or they are in trauma, and so on. And there are various other charities in Singapore that looks after the underprivileged. So in a sense, I think we can all do our bit, whether it's donating to these charities or actually volunteering in these charities actively, not as a paid worker in a charity, but as somebody who would volunteer his or her time to help the less privileged. So overall, I feel that yes, there is quite a lot of that going around in Singapore, and of course, more can be done. In terms of maybe the younger, more able millennials spending more time contributing both their energy and maybe their financial means to help some of these charities.